Hello, my name is Lindsay Fry and I am a therapist at A Better Today Recovery Services. In this module, we will be discussing common cognitive distortions and defense mechanisms that influence our rational thoughts, behaviors, and motivations. Another form of thinking that parallels cognitive distortions are defense mechanisms. Defense mechanisms are unconscious psychological mechanisms that assist the addicted person in self-preservation. The defense mechanisms that we will go over are denial, acting out, dissociation, projection, intellectualization, and rationalization. Denial is a refusal to accept reality or fact, acting as if a painful event, thought, or feeling did not exist. Denial is considered one of the most primitive of the defense mechanisms and most commonly used. Many people use denial in their everyday lives to avoid dealing with painful feelings or areas of their life they don't wish to admit. For example, a person who is a functioning alcoholic will often simply deny they have a drinking problem. Acting out is performing an extreme behavior in order to express thoughts or feelings the person feels incapable of otherwise expressing. Instead of taking the proper steps to share feelings, a person may act out. Acting out can act as a pressure release and often helps the individual feel calmer and peaceful once again. Inflicting physical pain on oneself because they cannot stand to feel emotional pain is more common than many may think. A person who disassociates often loses track of time or themselves and their usual thought processes and memories. People who have a history of any kind of childhood abuse or trauma often suffer from some form of disassociation. In extreme cases, disassociation can lead to a person believing they have multiple selves. Projection is the misattribution of a person's undesired thoughts, feelings, or impulses onto another person who does not have those thoughts, feelings, or impulses. For example, a spouse may be angry at their significant other for not listening, when in fact it is the angry spouse who does not listen. Intellectualization, reasoning is used to block confrontation with an unconscious conflict and its associated emotional stress. Instead of feeling the discomfort associated with the situation, people will engage in reason to avoid it. Victims of rape may seek out information on other cases and the psychology of rapists and victims. They may enroll in self-defense classes in order to feel better as compared to seeing a therapist to relive the incident. Or a person who has a large amount of debt will build a complex spreadsheet of how long it would take to repay using different payment options and interest rates. Rationalization. This defense mechanism involves justifying and explaining controversial behaviors or feelings in a seemingly rational or logical manner to avoid the true explanation. Sometimes this is known as excuses. At A Better Today, we will help you identify and replace these cognitive distortions and defense mechanisms with more helpful thinking styles. We utilize therapeutic approaches like rational emotive behavioral therapy to change and manage cognitive, emotional, and behavioral conflicts. If you or a loved one is struggling with substance abuse, reach out to us today. Stay tuned for more videos.